Hello everyone, my name is Shaurik Chando and I have applied as a technical business analyst in Binary Folks, and today I will be talking about the specific skill set I have. I do contain uh, excessive and extensive information about various business uh, terminologies, and as well as how they can be technically implemented. I have extensive information and knowledge about various business rules and logics that needs to be followed in accordance to provide the clients and also the servers what they need, and what is eligible and what is legal for the society. Coming from a technical background, I do have extensive information about what are the technicalities and what are the various technical terminologies that can be used, and the technical systems to complete a given task by the client to a server, and also to understand the client what are the various modifications that can be made and what have been done, and how the modifications made by the servers are better or more applicable than what they want. Next, I will be talking about my working hours capacity. If I am interested in a job, or I am working on a part of job which helps me or motivates me to keep on working, I can do it at a stretch of 5 to 6 hours without any breaks, and with breaks allowed, I can continue it for about 8 hours in a day. And if I compare it in a week, then I can extensively work up to 25 to 30 hours per week, and also I can work much more according to the needs and requirements of the assignments and the tasks which have been provided to be completed within a given time period. Now, talking about hobbies, my I have an extensive important hobby of reading. I love reading. I also like to understand and the case studies of various popular informative um, startups which have been quite successful in these recent years. I also learn to love about new concepts and skills which improves my skill set, and also I also love to have a good time with my family and friends which replenish me after a heavy day of work. Now, moving on to my definition of success, what I feel as a success is that when I can improve myself and when I have a self satisfaction that yes, I can complete a job or I am able to take up this job, then it can be claimed as a success for me. Success for me also includes that somebody trusts me with the work, somebody trusts me with a valuable piece of work with me, which and also to make people understand what are my various skills and how I am eligible for a job in various areas of my life. Moving on to my ideal weekday. As a college student, my ideal weekday starts with waking up in the morning and jotting down what are the various assignments we have been provided and what I have completed the day. I go to college every day, and after going to college, my main job and main task is actually reading and attending the classes obediently and diligently to to gather all the knowledge which have been catered by our excellent teachers in the classes. While after coming from college, what I do is that I jot down all the assignments and the homeworks which have been provided for the day and try to complete it beforehand. I also the day ends with me gathering new skill sets which haven't been taught in our college but are required for my better personalization and personal development. So I look for the skills in various certification around like courses which are present in LinkedIn or Coursera. I try to do with that, and I also look upon to various opportunities which can be provided and accessed as a student. My ideal weekend, on contrary to such a busy day, my ideal weekend is actually the days which I provide for my long term goals, which I actually dedicate to myself and for my personal betterment. Like, for example, the assignments which haven't been yet completed, or studying for an exam which has been very close right now. Or it can also be most importantly, spending some me time with myself or my friends or my uh, families, or something, a job which I love to do, rather than uh, careeristic jobs, my passions, my hobbies, following those. This what an ideal weekends looks like. Weekends, in during the weekends, I most preferably try to replenish me so that I can provide the job which I am required to during the next week. Moving on to my biggest quality. As a student, I consider that my biggest quality is my ability to understand important topics. During my academic projects and research papers, my guides and teachers have always told and appreciated me about how I have made it possible to understand complex topics and work with them extensively and explicitly without any help from others, and try to do that thing all by myself. I like to do things upon my own without any help for external entities, so that I get a self satisfaction that yes, I can do a job completely on myself without any other external help. My biggest shortcoming is that uh, during any job, what we do is that we jot down the points. So what we jot down is like stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. So moving on from one stage to the other stage, what I feel is that from one stage to the other stage, I actually try to cater much more information while moving from one stage to another stage, which creates problems sometimes because there are certain bottlenecks every time when we work. There are time bottlenecks, there are time constraints, there are content constraints, or maybe there are certain times when I take down much more information which is not required for a job, and which creates a huge amount of data, which is means it's not just required for me at that time, point of time. So what I have done is that to overcome that point, I jot for a complete section. What I try to write down what are the important points and that I need, and for them I try to answer them using a brief and easy way, so that later on I can also understand and there is no much information to process with later on. Moving on, there, what is my family background? I come from a middle class family. My father is an LIC agent and my mother is a housewife, and I am the single child from my family. Binary Folks is one of the new tech companies which I have encountered in my life, and in the recent days of knowing Binary Folks, I have come across their workings and how they have dealt with real world problems, and I am being fascinated by that and how they try to understand the technical aspect of each and every problem, and then uh, try to implement it on cloud using the SaaS model, software as a service. So that uh, attracts me a quite lot, and that's why I want to join this the company. Also, Binary Folks is one of the companies which I have seen that they have started way ahead than this cloud computing or software as a model. These terms were in trends, and so they had laid a path to the other companies and to the other sectors, so, to provide their work, and they are the ones who have laid the path, and that's why I would like to join the company. That's what I know about the company, and that's why I find it more valuable for me in my life to happen to be a part of such a company. In the future vision for the next 2 years, I would look myself from going on from an towards a senior business technical analyst, gaining much more information in this sector. I would like to see myself as an efficient analyst working in this company. I'd also like to gain information and be a uh, good advisor in business as well as requirement analysis. In my 5 years, I would like to look about myself that I have been promoted to a better uh, position in the company and try to serve the company as a whole in the 10 years I do. With the gathered experience, I do see myself as one of the most reliable and uh, trustworthy. I would look for a work from office rather than a work from home. Work from office often asks for better motivation and also to complete the jobs and to understand the uh, importance of the or the gravity of the situation, as one might say. And also, what work from office does is that it helps in better information, means it helps in better information gathering, and also a face-to-face communication happens between the clients, servers, and also my seniors and someone who I'm uh, being subjected to. So it also helps in understanding that what I need to do and how I need to do things, so that it can be done very easily with a smooth workflow without any question of confusion or disruption. Now, my dream city for now would have been Kolkata, because I am a student right now, and so I do need to continue my college and also the job if I'm offered to. So my recent or my at this point instantaneous point, I would look for a job in Kolkata. But for my 5 years or 10 years working experience, I would definitely move to Bangalore because of better experience and better opportunities. But recently, I am looking only for Kolkata. The main purpose of this product A is that it helps in the manufacture and implementation of a SaaS model, so that there is an excellent provide of services to the users through automation, workflow, and visual workboards. The USP of the product A, which we have manufactured in the time, is that it's highly scalable, very easily implementable. It's role based. It has a software as a service model, and hence can be implemented in the cloud and can be accessed anywhere and anywhere in the world. And the users can use it through the subscription based models, and hence it is also very profitable from the aspect of the company to gain profit. And also at the point, the various features of the product A would be that it has a multi-tenant structure, which means that there is a shared database, so every other users can access the actual database and get the access to the real world data, which is very important for them to work upon or understand what they have been doing and what they have done up to date. And next, what happens is that it also has some visual workflow flow, which helps in maintaining the work in process time limits, so that so that only at a certain point of time, only a amount of time is given to a perfect amount of work, and not any work gets delayed, so that the other steps are being mismanaged. Also, it includes beautiful integration of with hardware services. It has a centralized SaaS model, as I already said, with a subscription-based model. It also helps in understanding the cloud, how the cloud works. The product also has edge services, and it helps in the understanding of the users, and they can use it without any flaw or help from the servers, and they can use it on their own. So it has great transparency and visibility. Now, moving on to the subscribing company admin journey. First, the admin should log into the company dashboard and configure the company profile. Then the dashboard must contain the departments which will be created by the company admin himself. And then in the company admin, then the company admin would add the users and assign them the roles they are allowed and they are expected to follow. Then the workflows will be defined, that how a perfect work will be completed, and then an approval hierarchy will be set up. Now, next there will be a monitoring part, which will be monitoring the employee usage. Then the system user admin will also generate different company reports and manage the permissions, so that there is the access list depends on. And then at the end, his or her work will be to upgrade or modify the subscription. The end user dashboard would be looking like somewhat like First, they will be logging to the dashboard, and then they will be viewing the assigned task. Then they will be submitting any sort of forms or data they want to. They can track the status of their product, and they will receive the notifications when the products have been completed or some milestones have been reached. Then they will view the reports if the reports are permitted to be seen by the users, and then they will communicate with the system. This is done to maintain a simple, guided, and workflow based experience to the users. Thank you for listening to me all the time. This is Shorik Chando and a student of Institute of to the super admin journey. So the first, the login to the master dashboard, view subscription overview. Then the user creates a new company account, and then the subscription plan is assigned to him and the global settings has been configured. Then they helps in the monitor of usage analytics and helps in the manage billing. View system level reports, handle escalations and manage future toggles. So the super admin himself or herself controls the entire ecosystem of the service provided to the user.